Hi, I'm Saji. I have thought a dozen times about how I'm going to record this episode, and to be honest, I really don't know. I still want to title it Sessions with S, but I want to keep it under a broader umbrella of Girls Club because I do feel like that is where I'm headed. Girls Club, I want to do another podcast where maybe I interview girls. Hint, hint, cough, cough. If any girls are up for it, please contact me. But yeah, and I don't want this to be a recap episode of what's been going on because to be honest, I can't even really talk about what's been going on yet. So for now, we're just going to talk about the now and the future. And I'm really excited for that because for the first time in my life, I'm excited for the future. And that's not something that I'm saying lightly. That's saying something I'm saying so gratefully. And Sessions with Us is going to continue. I'm still so proud of it. It is my baby. It is my journal. It is my way to talk to the world. But I feel like it is so much more than what I had first anticipated. And it's going to be so much more than what I can even think. Because for me, it's so freeing to be able to talk like this. And I think I can only learn more about myself. I can only grow more. I can only do more if I keep pouring into the outlets that I feel most fulfilled doing. I feel creative. I feel like my 8-year-old self in scrapbook club making Canva posts because it's something that I really truly do find inspiring and I don't know, just giving me a freaking reason to keep going, you know? And anyway, when I say talk about the now, I mean 2026, bitches. It's a new year. It's the first year I think in my entire life I'm going into completely happy and grateful and excited and scared and nervous and anxious, of course, but all in good things. I feel lighter. Depression isn't weighing on me as much anymore, and I really want to talk about that. I really want to get into my mental health because I do feel like a lot of people kind of glance over mental health issues, or maybe they just really don't struggle with mental health issues. But your girl is the queen of mental health issues. Like I have everything under the book. Like not really like everything under the book as in I'm diagnosable under the book, but I just feel like I'm a fucked up person. I've had a fucked up childhood and that's okay. And we live and we learn and we grow. And now I'm living this an amazing life because I've healed from that and I'm healing. And I feel like depression has really weighed on me my entire life from like 12 to like 30. And for the past year or two is like the first time I've really seen the light. And I don't know, it's just so nice to think about the future. Like, I know a lot of us have been thinking about living till 90 since we were little, but I just have had that thought that I'm gonna live till 90. And like, boy, like, is that like freaking weird? It is weird. But like, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I feel like I have much more space in my life for fun now because I'm not dating. I have really truly given up on dating. I haven't gone on a date in like almost 6, 7 months. I also gave up online dating, which really closed me off from potential men. And if you're wondering, do I feel lonely? Hell yeah, I feel lonely sometimes. But in all the loneliness, I search for community and I search for my friends and my family. And I think that's so beautiful. And I think you have to fill yourself with other things instead of just focusing on a man because I understand it's so easy to just fall in love with a man and then just fight with him and make him your problems and make him your everything. And then like it's so much easier to do that than it is to sit in the solitude of your heartbreak and your brokenness and be like, no, I'm going to just be alone. It's hard. It's really hard. I really went through the most turmoil and heartbreak I've ever gone through doing that. But in all that, I have found so much beauty in loneliness and beauty in heartbreak. And I think if I could go back in time, I would go through that heartbreak again and again and again. I also want to talk about my new projects. I feel like I'm doing a lot of events now, if people have seen. Depression can't catch a moving target, guys. But no, honestly, I feel like I've been keeping busy because keeping my schedule and my calendar full gives me a reason to get up in the morning, gives me a reason to keep going. And I think for me, that's so beautiful. I know I need to really learn to sit in the peace and the solitude of my I don't know, my doing nothingness. Like, I'm not good at resting. I feel like I'm good at scrolling on my phone when I'm supposed to be resting, but I'm not good at just taking time for myself. I'm not good at meditating. I'm not good at like all of these. Oh, I'm just saying all the things I'm not good at. I am good at a lot of things, but I am also just struggling with that part, with the rest piece. Because I feel like I like to keep busy and I like to run around and I like to do things and I like to act busy. And like, I feel like half the time I'm just running around with my head cut off for no reason. But yeah, anyway, I'm doing a lot of fun new events and I do want to talk about those. I also want to talk about this new year because with the new year, I will be turning 33. I know it's a big year, guys. And for a lot of you people, I know you guys are thinking, wow, that's hella old. And you know what? Maybe it is, but it's like a third of like what life expectancy is. So it's really not that old. And I have so much life left. I feel like it's just the beginning. I still need to heal through so much. And I really want to work on my vices this year. I think 33 is the end of my vices. By vices, I mean the drinking, the smoking, the all that stuff, the vices. I think like that chapter has come to a close. And I really do feel like 33 will be the year that I really detox my body from everything, from the fast food, from the alcohol, from the I don't know, the meat. Well, I haven't even been eating meat, but you know what? Like I feel like not eating meat has been really good for me. So just being aware of like all my vices and all the things that like I want to get rid of that are like harmful to my body in my opinion. What else? I really want to also talk about the future of Sessions with S because I feel like I've been here, there, and everywhere with it. I really enjoy podcasting. I really enjoy talking. I feel like I didn't have a voice for a long time. Suddenly I found my voice and I can't shut the fuck up. I really, really, really love to talk. And I really like to talk to myself more than anyone else. If you see me in a room with people, I'm not like the most talkative person in the room by any means. But if it's just me, myself, and I have so many things to say. I can just talk and talk and talk and dream and philosophize and whatever it may be. Like, I just love to think and talk. And I love to let you guys in on it because some of you guys actually find that relatable. And that helps me find my community, and that makes me feel seen. It makes me feel like not alone in this world. And I know I'm not alone. There's 7 billion people of us. And I know I'm not alone, but sometimes it's so easy to feel alone in your line of thinking because the people around you think so differently. But yeah, I feel like finding my people, finding my voice, the podcast has been so important for me. And I really want to branch out on Girls Club with the podcast. I really want to do a Girls Club podcast where I interview girls. I know I started this idea last year and I really flopped 2 years ago. Oh my God, it's been 2 years. I flopped on it because I was so anxious. I was going through a really depressive period. Me and my co-host, we like split the podcast. Like it was just a turbulent year and like we're still best friends, don't get it twisted, but we just split the podcast and like it's just was a tough year for me to suddenly put out new content. But I feel like now I feel in a different way. I want to put out new content. I want to do all the things. I want to like talk about all the hard topics. Like I want to talk to like the people who are single by choice now, the people who don't want to have kids by choice, the people who do have kids and they're struggling to find themselves and prioritize themselves. I want to talk to the divorcees. I want to talk to everyone that is like living a different walk of life for me because I haven't been married before. I've been single my entire life. I'm 32 years old. And well, I'm not single my entire life. Like I've been in relationships, but I've never been married. And I feel like, so I don't have that level of understanding of what it's like to publicize your relationship to that extent and then to go through a divorce. Um, that level of heartbreak, that level of legal battle. I don't understand any of that, you know? There's so much there. And then for kids, I feel like I really want to have kids, but do I understand the weight of it? No, I would love to talk to more women about like what it's like to have kids. Like I have my sister, obviously, but like that's just one example of like so many examples. I mean, I would love to have my sister on the podcast. I don't know if she would ever, but that would be so much fun. But in general, I feel like there's so many women that have so many things to offer, but they just don't have the platform. And I feel like I don't barely have the platform, but if I give myself a little bit of a platform and I give them a little bit of a platform, then maybe we can all be seen and we can all be heard, and that would be so nice. So that's what I really want to do with the Girls Club podcast. I don't know what I want to call it yet. Maybe like Voices with Us or something like that, because I already have sessions with us. And yeah, I don't know, maybe between you and us we'll do a comeback, we'll talk about that, we'll ask and hope maybe between you and us we'll do a little comeback. But I don't know, I feel like I am really just so open to everything in my life. We Another thing actually I do want to talk about is like I feel like I have changed a way of thinking, whereas before I was so quick to cut people off. And now I don't want to ever cut anyone off. And I was talking to my best friend the other day about this. And she was like, kind of saying that, like, that's not the best way to go about it. And I was like, I totally understand. But I feel like part of the human experience is you can't escape people. Like before, back in the day, we used to live in villages where we couldn't escape. Like, what are you going to do? Run away from town? No, now you can block people on Instagram, but you can't block people in real life. And I feel like, I don't want to block anyone. I don't want to remove anyone. I feel like we could be on the same earth and just agree to disagree, and just agree not to like each other. Like, why do we have to make it so toxic and so like, no, we can never see each other. We can never talk again. And we can never be, because I feel like that's what escalates into wars and conflict. Instead, if we could just be like, oh no, we'll just remain peaceful and agree to disagree and sit in the same environment and not be and be okay with each other, I feel like that's so much better. And I don't know why more people don't think like that or don't want to be like that, and understand there's so much like toxicity in people that like some people you can't be around and you have to cut off, which I totally am not talking about those situations, but I'm just talking about like that situationship that didn't work out. Like, why do you guys have to go no contact? Like, just agree that you guys didn't work out. Just get over it. Get over the heartbreak and get over it. It seems so easy to me because I don't know. I've been through the heartbreak. I've been through the cutting people. You know what I've been through? I've been through grief. I've been through death, and those things are permanent. So I feel like cutting someone off in the interim just because they don't serve you, it just feels so small when like they could really lose their whole ass life and you could never see them again, which like I know is so intense. But that is how I view life. I am very intense. I feel like life is intense. Is life and death at every waking moment. And yeah. Anyway, let's talk about Date My Friend and my new events. So I have this idea. I've seen it before. Like, I think it's been done before. But, and I like in looking it up, it has been done before. But I just feel like every single person I know has one friend they know who is single and who is a good catch and who just can't find somebody, but you would vouch for them. What if you bring that person into a room full of other singles and we all meet together and then we date? I feel like it's so simple, it's so easy, and it's in person, it's real. And that is the idea behind Date My Friend. It's all about wanting connection, no more apps, no more isolation, no more sitting in your room swiping, hoping for love, and then going on a first date that's so awkward. Or even going to an awkward speed dating event. Like, I haven't even been to a speed dating event, but I just feel like speed dating itself seems so rushed and awkward. I have gone to dating events before. I've gone to a dating event at Saluna, and I didn't meet anybody. I'm not gonna lie. Um, one thing I am struggling with Date My Friend is how to get people to come. I've been marketing it on TikTok, but it is like a new idea. It is different, and I think a lot of people are a little hesitant, especially men get a little hesitant about these things, especially bringing their friends and their boys. But I feel like if we could make it funny, like make it a little like, haha, bring your boys, then like they could be in on and join. Because I think that'll be really fun. I think it'll be a really good event. I'm doing other events too. On Friday, I have a vision board event. It's virtual. I'm doing it with another collaborator. Um, and I think it's going to be really good. We have a lot of signups, and I have my tools and stuff for the vision board night, so I feel like I'm prepared to make it. And yeah, I think like all the events that are coming up, I'm really excited for. I tried to do a karaoke event that didn't pan out. Um, what else? I'm going to be doing a D&D event because one of my best friends, she is into D&D and she knows how to run the games. And I thought that would be fun. Something different, you know. I feel like anything to get the girlies involved. I also want to talk about what other events am I doing? The cake decorating. So that's with another baker as well. And I'm also doing like a self-love kind of meditation dance class kind of dealy that another girl is hosting for me, another friend. Um so yeah, I'm excited for all the events that are coming up. I feel like I'm keeping myself busy, and like a lot of people are responding well to these events, so they're going well and people are excited to come, and I'm excited to host them. I'm getting Justin, like my ex, to host the or MC the Date My Friend event, which is gonna be so fun because he's so good at these kinds of things. And I think he's gonna excel. So I'm really excited. And yeah, I feel like all the events coming up are really keeping me happy, keeping me excited. I know some of them are gonna be flops, as they always are, but regardless, things are always happening. And I think that's enough for me. I think like just knowing that I'm doing something that's like part of the human experience, instead of just sitting in my room on my phone crying about some boyfriend. I feel like that's what I was doing in my 20s. I was just in a fight with my boyfriend all the time, crying in my room, depressed, lights off, TV shows on repeat, like just never living life. Now I like have the windows open at all times. I'm like going outside. I keep busy. I have a social circle. I not even dating. Like I just feel like I'm really becoming who I should be, who I should have been in my 20s. But I do understand that it takes time, but I'm just so like happy that I'm finally fucking doing it. Because there's still women that are like older than me and that are still like very heavily centered around men. And I'm just like disappointed in a way because I don't get it. I know a lot of it like is circled around trauma, so I'm not here to judge anybody. But it's just sad to think that there's a level of healing that like some people never go through to love themselves. Because I think loving yourself is so nice. It's so freeing. Like I really used to hate myself. I would pick on myself all the time. I would call myself ugly. I would call myself fat. I would call myself stupid. I'd call myself an idiot. Like I call myself everything in the book. Now I'm just like, Sad, you are literally a goddess. You are literally a goddess. Like anyone who falls in love with you is so lucky to have you because you work so hard. You try so hard. You love so much, and you literally are like living your life. Like you're just not harming anybody. You're just not a bad person. And like I would never think that before. I would always be like, oh, you're so shitty and you deserve the worst. But I really don't. I really don't deserve the worst. I really don't think anyone deserves the worst. I think we all deserve what like is coming to us, like good karma. Yeah, and another thing I want to talk about is like the fact that I'm turning 33 this year. I know, big year. I feel like 32 and I'm literally just starting life. Like I'm doing shit that people do in their 20s because like I'm catching up on life. So I feel like I'm acting so youthful, but it's really just because I never knew what it was like to not like never knew what it was like to want to live before. And it's so exciting to like make it to another year, 2026. And I have so many like resolutions for this year. I really want to take care of my health. I think that's like first and foremost. I want to like sleep properly. I want to get a good pillow. I want to like, take care of my body inside out. I want to take my wellness shots in the morning, eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, eat lunch, eat dinner. I know it's all centered around food, but I'm really bad at eating things and then eating like a ton of shit at the end of the night. So I got to work on that. I also want to give up on all my vices because I feel like I was really codependent with my vices for a bit, but now I really let go. Like I barely drink. Um, and like my other vices are just gardening, and I love gardening, but I know that's got to end. And I feel like the chapter is coming to an end as well. Like I do feel myself like wanting to garden less and less. And I think that like eventually I'm just going to stop altogether, and maybe I'll do it once in a while, not like altogether, but definitely not like every day, all day, and every day, all day, which I'm totally exposing myself right now, but like whatever. Yeah. I also really want to like focus on having a more sustainable, like safe life, like not so much chaos. Like right now, I feel like everything is in chaos. I'm like, am I moving? Is my car okay? Is my job okay? Like everything is up in the air. I just want more stability. I want to know that everything is safe and everything is good. And I have my grounding on my feet on the ground, and I am in a good place. And right now, I don't feel like that. I feel like everything is up in the air, but that's okay. I feel like it's up in the air because right now I'm a hurricane. I'm really like just throwing everything up in the air because I don't know what I'm doing. And that's a really good metaphor. Yeah, I feel like a hurricane and I'm throwing everything up in the air. But I do feel like eventually I will calm down and things will come down. And when they do and where they land is how I want my life to be forever. And I think that's so beautiful. And that's really how I foresee myself for the next year. I also really realized that I do want kids. I really want to have my own kids. I want to birth one. And because of my endometriosis and my cyst right now, I feel like I'm in such a bad health place. I am supposed to go do my ultrasound probably today and go see what the size of the cyst is. And then I may have to have surgery again for the third time on the same ovary for the same issue. So it's just so annoying and so shitty. And I think that like my endo is something that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. So I really do hope that like when I have kids and I don't have any trouble with that, because you never know. I feel like fertility is like one of those things. And like I do understand if I am not meant to have kids, I think I'll be okay. But I do really think that like because I feel like I want them, that I would be disappointed if I found out I couldn't have kids, which like I'm already 32, and so I think I have until like 35 to really think about it. Or maybe 34 to really think about it. So I have like 2 years, which isn't a lot. But yeah, if I really want to have kids, I gotta start thinking about that stuff soon. And that is kind of scary. But I do feel like the most important thing is to figure out my other parts of my life. And then those things will fall into place first. And then hopefully kids will come second. Um, yeah, and I also want to care more for my body. I feel like one of my New Year's resolutions is health. And the reason that I put that so highly is because health is not something that just affects you, it affects everyone around you as well. Like when you get sick, everyone around you has to kind of stop and care for you as well. And I don't want to put that burden on anybody. So I'm just so careful to like want to take care of my health. And so I need to be better at that. because yeah, that stuff is important. And you have to start small. Like, it's the little changes, the 1% changes. It's not about changing everything all at once. I think I'm so bad at that. I'm always like, okay, let me rehaul my whole life instead of just changing one thing. But I do feel like that New Year's resolution is going to be one that I really have to focus on this year. And I think health is going to be my big word for the year. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, whatever it may be. I do think that like all of that is going to be really important. And yeah, I think like all in all with the podcast, I just want to say, guys, that like I'm so grateful for anyone who listens because you're literally listening to me pour out my heart. And I don't know how to say that lightly because I feel like I literally don't tell a lot of people in my day-to-day life how I'm doing to this extent because it's hard. It's hard to open up about being single and lonely and heartbreak and your vices and all your shame and guilt and all of this stuff on a light conversation and you're catching up like maybe once every 3 weeks. It's hard. It's hard to get into all of that. And obviously, I do have my best friends that I can do that with, but not with everybody. So I do feel like when you guys listen to the podcast, especially if you know me and you listen to the podcast, that means so much to me because you're taking the time to really know my heart. And yeah, I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, I don't know. I want to keep talking because I have so much to say. I think for Date My Friend, especially, or like any of the events that I'm doing, I'm really nervous about the turnout. But I really have to have more faith in myself that people will come out for these events because they want to have fun. It's not about me. As long as I put on a good event, people will come. And I keep trying. Hopefully, all the events I've been putting on are good. But yeah, I don't know. I was so nervous to hop on here because I was really thinking that, what do I have to come back and explain where I've been and all that stuff? And I just made a whole episode without even talking about where I've been because I don't think it's important. I think the future is what's important. And I think that's what matters now is where we go from here. And right now, your girl is single. She is happy. She is thriving. She is 32. And in Toronto, living the best years of her life, to be honest. Like in my 90s, these are going to be the best years of my life. So I gotta like make them count and make them intentional and also just like enjoy them, not so put so much pressure on enjoying them, but really just enjoy them. I think like I feel more excited to plan things than I do to do things. And I think like that I have to work on and really enjoy the doing. Cause yeah, I don't know. It's so easy to get lost in all the planning process that you kind of forget that it's just like it's all about connection at the end of the day. Like it's not about like the aesthetics and if there's enough coffee or like whatever I usually worry about. Like it is just about connection. Like people aren't coming to be impressed about the tables. They want to just feel connected to people. And I think that's so beautiful in itself. And I'm really so grateful for Girls Club because I do feel like everyone who really thinks that like they don't have as many friends or they really think that they need more community, for them to like actually take that step to build on that is so crazy. Like it's so impressive. And I feel like I don't know, I feel like obviously I'm doing it because I am doing it. But if I wasn't doing it, I would find it so hard. And I know a lot of my friends in real life, they find it so hard. They're like, how are you doing this? And I'm like, I really love meeting new people now. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's just such a drive in me to meet new people. And like, I just want to feel connected to the earth. I want people to come to my funeral. That sounds so silly, but I really do want to feel felt on this planet. And yeah, maybe that's weird or small or I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but it's a true desire for me is to be remembered and missed and cared for. And I feel like I really am. Like everyone in my life makes me feel cared for and loved. And that is so important to me because I want to feel cared for and loved, and I want to care for and love for everybody as well. Anyway, I'm getting so sappy. I'm clearly getting my period. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, and keep tuned in for more podcast episodes as they come, because I really truly do think that this time around, your girl is here to stay. I might be more careful about the things that I say, but I will be saying them. And yeah. Bye, guys.